going on, everyone? And it is turning out to be legit, and that might be good news or bad news for some of you guys. Obviously, if you pre-ordered a bunch of miners here, this is very good news because you didn't throw away your money. But for all your GPUs out there, it's time to start watching that Kaspa hash rate and move on to other coins. So it was just a couple months ago, Iceriver did announce their Kaspa ASICs, the KS0, KS1, KS2. These ones, the threes, were not announced yet at the time. And there's a lot of mixed reactions going off, like, oh my gosh, already, this is pretty fast, this is too soon, and so on. And then we didn't know, is Iceriver legit? This is just a scam. There's no way these things are real, and so on. You know how speculation and everything goes. Well, they did end up sending RabidMining the KS2, and that did confirm that this miner was in fact real and did what it was supposed to do. But there's still a lot of uncertainty around the Iceriver company themselves. Were they the ones actually manufacturing them? Were they just doing something else? We had no idea about the company. Were they legitly selling these? Well, it looks like all pre-sale orders are starting to be delivered. Now, still not sure about the KS1s and KS2s, but the KS0s are shipping and ending up at people's doorsteps. If we head on over to Twitter, we can see Fully Electric ordered like 4 of these things. He got 2 of them so far. He has 2 more on the way, but they did show up. And looks like another guy here, Greenhorn Mining. I got mine today. I was pretty worried for a bit there, but they are showing up on people's doorsteps. And then the hash rate is going to start going up, obviously, because these things are extremely efficient. Now, shortly after they did announce their miner, they have been trying to actually be in the spotlight, go to conventions and events, try to get their name out. Because as a new miner brand here, especially for ASICs, we know there's a lot of scammers out in the crypto space, especially for the ASIC miners. You don't know what's legit. So all the speculation is obviously with good intention. But it looks like they were trying to be out in the public forefront and get their name known. Now, I feel, seeing how this is actually coming light here, I feel this may have big impacts on the future. Now, what I mean by this is, one, like this guy right here, this is almost like the gold shell version of Kaspa, especially once Bitmain does release their miners, which we can see here, the KS3, which is the biggest beast, but it's almost $50,000 now, 8.3 terahash, 3,188 watts, 3.1 thousand watts. That's pretty crazy, but super efficient for what it gives you. It's insane. But coming into here, we can see that this is almost like a gold shell miner once all the hash rate hits. We will go through some numbers and look at profitability, even with 2,000 and 5,000 of Bitmain's miners coming online by August, if that's even a number that's going to hit. But these things are still actually going to be profitable with 5,000 miners online at the current price. That's pretty insane to actually think about. But this could be a nice home miner for people because it only uses 65 watts. That's pretty crazy. Now, because of this, they were the first ones to jump on. Now, we still don't know where they got it because the naming scheme, KS1, KS2, and then Bitmain released the KS3, and they released the KS3 and KS3L. Are these just lower bin chips from Bitmain's original production lines? We don't know. But this could also be in a step of maybe Nexa and other coins. Could they be the first ones to jump on board Radiant, Nexa, and so on for their ASICs? Now that we're looking like this company is actually legit, we could see them maybe smash out some ASICs for a lot of these fairly newer coins here, like we just seen with Kaspa. I know as a GPU miner, we're shaking our head right now and just being like, Rabid, please don't say that. GPUs need everything they can. But I don't know, guys. Things aren't looking good. And a lot of these coins that are profitable in the GPU right now, they're going to probably end up being FPGA or ASIC by the next bull run, as sad as it is to say that. Now, remember back when Panda did get his KS2, I asked them if they had any other models to check out on the channel, and they said no, but if they have any newer models, they will send me the new model to check out. And then they released the KS3 here. So I'm trying to contact them to see if, maybe I can showcase the KS3 on the channel. But then they got back to me and says they have no plans for third-party reviews of the KS3. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they say at that point. I do believe I have a KS0 coming, but I can't 100% confirm that at this time right now. But we'll see what happens. But let's take a look at some profitability here. And if we go into profitability, this is Kaspa right now. Current block rewards right here, current price, current network hash rate, and then 100 gigahash on here. And it's looking like you should be getting around 1,555 coins at the current network hash rate of 1.15 petahash. Now, if I actually go into what to mine, they do have a slightly higher hash rate, and it's showing about 1464. And some people on Twitter are saying they're only getting about 1,300 coins. So I'm curious, what pool are you on at 1,300 coins? Because if you're supposed to get a little over 1,500 coins, a 1% pool fee is only 15 coins. So maybe that pool is ripping you off. But again, this is all a whole bunch of tests that we really got to check out here, because looking like we should be around 1,500 plus coins based on the current network. So, you know, this is why one thing I've been really going for solo mining and node mining and stuff for a lot of the coins I mine now, because I feel a lot of pools are kind of being untrustworthy at this point. Anyway, profitability, 1.15 petahash on the network, 100 gigahash here. And remember, this thing's only 65 watts. So at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, it's only costing 17 cents per day to run this miner. That's pretty crazy. So right now with the current price and everything, that's actually $32.97. That's like slightly under 2 months to ROI this entire miner. And we may have a full 2 months before Bitmain's monster releases. Now the KS0 or KS1s and KS2s from Iceriver should be shipping sometime within the next month or very soon as well. So we don't know how many of them will sell, but we know Bitmain will flood the market when they definitely go in there. But things are still not looking that bad. This is still going to be better than Kadena and the KA3, I feel. But again, we don't know. Kadena is kind of bleeding out and maybe suffering a slow death, but it could come back. I have no idea. But let's move on to here. Now we have Kaspa in August. So about 2 months when Bitmains are supposed to release. Now Bitmain also has a track record of some delays. So remember, if you have a KS0, KS1 or something, the more delays Bitmain has, it's just, you know, green dollar signs for you. And then obviously if you ordered one from Bitmain, you're probably going to be really mad. But regardless, August, it looks like the block reward here, we do have to go by the Kaspa emission schedule. And if we look here at about 8 right here, in August, we'll be at 184.99 for the block reward. Right now, we're hanging out at 207. Next month, we'll be down to 195. And again, in August, when the Bitmains release, we'll be down to a block reward of 184. So I took all of that into account, and I pretty much multiplied everything. So with Bitmain's 2,000 miners on, that's an extra 16.6 terahash. Yeah, we're only at 1.15 petahash right now. Petahash, not terahash. Actually, no, this is terahash, which works out to be 16.6 petahash in this case. And then if 5,000 miners go online, that's 41,500 terahash, or 41.5 petahash. And here you can see I have it worked out here for the 42.65, which is adding 5,000 KS3s as well as the current network hash rate. We're going to see some fall off here, obviously, because the GPUs are not going to be online at this point. Even with free power, it's not going to make any sense to mine Kaspa anymore on a GPU. So here we have August with the reduction of the block reward. 2,000 KS3s online in August at the current price of right now. We don't know what the price is going to be, and we don't know what Kaspa price could hit in the future. Kaspa has not yet seen a bull run with an exchange, so we could see a massive explosion. We might not. We could ROI some of these miners in probably 3 days, shut it off, and then wait for the bull run and possibly pay it off. You know, it all depends on Kaspa price. We have no idea what type of levels it could or might not hit. Regardless, 2,000 miners online, 100 gigahash will work out to be about 90 coins per day. That's still $1.91. Now, obviously, that's down quite a bit from 32, but we should have a couple months here in advance if you already pre-ordered and it's about to come in, or you just got it in, of getting this range here, and then obviously with the pumping and so on. But now we're down to 90 here in 2 months with 2,000 miners. Again, we don't know how many will sell. Now we're going to move on to 5,000 KS3s online in August. Will it hit 5,000? I highly doubt it. It took a few months for Kadena to hit the 5,000 miner mark, but who knows how long and how many sold and so on. So again, we don't know how many sold, how many were made, how many are going to be shipped and so on. This is speculation based on a large number just to see how bad things could get very fast. But, you know, we might not hit these type of hash rate levels for maybe 6 months for all we know. We don't know how many are actually being purchased and bought and sent and shipped and blah, blah, blah. But regardless, 5,000 KS3s drops us down to 79 cents per day. But that is still actually profitable by 17 cent power here. We're still profitable here. And here's a big one. With 5,000 KS3s going online on Kaspa with the current price, the KS3 from Bitmain is actually still making $65 a day with 5,000 of these miners turned on, which is crazy. This is about where Cadena was supposed to be when the KA3 first released. And now with 5,000 of these things online, we're going to be about pre-Cadena levels. Now, obviously, right now it's saying over $2,000 to $3,000 per day. So we're going to see a huge price reduction on these miners in the next few months when it hits these levels. If you look back, the KA3 actually dropped down like 50 or 60% in price. What were they, $10,000, $12,000? Now they're selling for like $5,000, huge discount. If you were to buy a KA3 now, you'd be closer to ROI than if you bought it when it first came out. That's pretty crazy to think about. And the KS3 uses $8.41 in power. So we are still in the high $50 per day range profit at 11 cent power here. So we can see here that there's going to be a lot of hash rate coming, but depending on the price of Kaspa, we're in a bear market. It has been seeing a pump the past couple days, but we're still seeing profit with a lot of hardware getting turned on. So it's definitely going to come down to the price of Kaspa. It's going to come down to how many miners actually sell. Those are huge unknowns that we don't know about. But it's pretty crazy that, it's looking fairly safe at this point. But again, I don't really know what's going to happen here. All right, guys. So I'm curious your thoughts and opinions on Iceriver, on these Kaspa ASICs. And if you're a GPU miner, what your plans are for next. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.